Hey, what's going on, guys? Adam here. Welcome to this video. I want to talk to you today about authenticity. I want to speak on something that I've been pondering, been meditating, been thinking about, and that is living in our authentic self, living in our true self. There's a lot of different ways a lot of different tactics, strategies we can incorporate to, live life more true to our design, live life more authentic to how God created us, to who God created us to be. And it's a journey, first of all. I'll just start there. I've been on this journey of just simply desiring to be my truest self and to be comfortable in my own skin, to love who God has made me to be. And it's been one of the most fulfilling journeys I've ever embarked on, one of the most challenging journeys I've ever traveled, simply because it takes a lot of work to get past all the stuff we've been raised with, to get past the fear of man, the fear of rejection, and all these different limitations to operating and resonating at the core of who we are, because there's so much expectation around us in this world seeking to put us in a box, to put us in some sort of comfortable box so people can feel more comfortable about who we are, because we don't like things that are uncomfortable. We like our little control. We're little control freaks, just trying to control everything and trying to put everyone in a label on everything, try to box everyone in so we can understand it and we can grasp it. But some things are just beyond your understanding. That verse comes to mind: lean not on your own understanding, right? Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Acknowledge the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. So there comes a place in time where we can't just depend so much upon our logic and upon our understanding, that the essence of who we are is so much more than that. But anyway, that's my introduction to authenticity. I remember, actually, I'm not done. 4 years ago, I decided to leave my business behind, a successful fitness business I had going on that now I'm back working in. But I decided to leave and go up to Bethel School of Supernatural Ministry. I felt God calling me out there, and one of my biggest dreams, one of the biggest goals I remember on my way driving up was this desire to just simply be authentic, be my true self, love who I am, just know a little more about my identity and who I am. And after those 3 years of just going through a lot of just truth, renewing my mind, a lot of inner healing my soul, my heart, becoming more connected with my heart, becoming more connected with who I am at my core. It's it was the best 3 years of my life. Met my wife there as well. So good times there. But anyway, today I want to talk to you about this reality that we can so get caught up in, and it keeps our light hidden, it keeps our light dampened, it causes us to hide, it causes us to not be our true selves. And the best way I can describe it is an example of, let's say, like family members, right? You're really good at something. Maybe you're really good at sports, or you're really good at athletics, you're really good at school, whatever it is. I mean, everyone's so different. But you have this amazing skill, but you feel bad because your siblings compare themselves to you, and you don't want to hurt their feelings. You don't want to get them mad at you, and you're someone that loves to please everybody, and you want to make everyone happy. So what do? You realize, you develop this belief system that, oh, my greatness is something to be ashamed of. My greatness is actually a place that causes division in my family. So I gotta stop being so great. Okay, let me just slow down a little bit. Excuse me, so I don't make my family or my friends uncomfortable. And not everyone struggles with this, but for people such as myself who love to see people prosper, to see people made happy, and to bring the peace, we can develop this very unhealthy belief system that I just stated, that we need to put our light under a box to dampen our light a little bit so we don't outshine our brother, our sister, or our family member. And man, that just pisses me off, man. That just makes me angry. Like, I hate that. I hate that way of thinking, because God created us. He created you to shine fully. And you are not responsible for how someone responds to your greatness, to your glory. All right? That is not someone's responsibility. I mean, that is not your responsibility to manage their own insecurities, their own emotions towards you. All right? Second of all, what does it matter? Are we so dependent upon their acceptance? Are we so dependent upon their approval of us that we need to mold ourselves, to shrink ourselves, to change ourselves in order to please them, in order to make them happy with us? Just even saying that is disgusting. And it just makes me want to cringe and puke, because it is just so not what God, it's just not freedom. And you know it because you leave that interaction with your family member after you've shrunk back, after you have hidden your glory, after you have tapered down the amazingness of who you are. You feel gross inside. You don't feel celebrated. You feel like you compromised. And that's one of the feelings I hate the most, is compromising. Compromising the standard, compromising truth. And the truth is, man, you don't need the acceptance of that person if they're not someone that is willing to celebrate your breakthrough, to celebrate your amazingness, and they can't get past their own insecurity. It's like, why do you need the acceptance or the approval of someone like that in your life? And I found in my own journey, man, I'm not perfect at it. I still do that at times, but my goal, my mindset has shifted to, okay, how can I make sure I get everyone's approval in the room, to, no, I'm a son of God. I'm loved, man. I'm accepted. I love who I am. And I'm at peace with myself. And I don't need others' acceptance of who I am. Yes, I love when people accept me and honor me. And I think that's great. And I love how that feels. But I'm not going to become so dependent on that I'm going to sacrifice my identity. I'm not going to sacrifice the core essence of who I am in order to get something so cheap. The acceptance of man, the whatever, the people being pleased with me. Like, forget that crap, man. And I just want to encourage you the same thing, man. You are lovely. You are amazing just the way you are. Right? And you need to believe that first. You need to believe that the way God made you is amazing. In your own unique way, you need to fall in love with yourself the way God loves you. I'm not talking about self-inflated arrogance, ego, bullcrap. I'm talking about genuine humility, which is receiving the perspective, the viewpoint of God about who you are. You're so valuable, man. God gave his only son, Jesus. I mean, he shed his blood, his life. He gave his life so that you can become restored, so that you can be redeemed to your natural created design, which is a powerful thing. So I hope I'm talking to somebody right now, because this is something I'm so passionate about. We have to choose. We have to decide in our mind that our goal is no longer going to be to please people, but our goal is to simply resonate and express who we are. And as our mindset shifts to that, you feel great inside. You feel like you didn't compromise. Like, I remember when I started on this journey and I began loving myself more in group settings and parties, whatever, relationships, interacting with people. No longer was I trying to say the right thing, trying to please everyone else, say what I think everyone wants to hear. No, I just decided to speak my heart, to speak my mind, to be true to myself. And no longer was I trying so hard. I just relaxed. And people began to enjoy me more, actually. And it's funny. And I noticed that I felt good about myself because I was authentic. I didn't shrink back. I didn't change my opinion. because someone else disagreed. And if you're anything like me, man, then that's something to be prized. It's something to be cherished, because it's a statement of our growth. It is a statement of our growth and what God is doing in our lives to set us free from the fear of man. And the fear of man will always hinder us from being authentic. And authenticity is one of the most amazing things in life. It's one of the most things to be cherished. It's a treasure in our life. Because the world needs real. The world needs to see true. The world needs to see just realness, man. I don't even have the proper words. I wish I had better words to articulate what I'm trying to say, but I hope you're just getting it. Because the world is tired of a bunch of fakers, especially in church, putting on the religious mask. I got everything together and I'm just so perfect and say all the right things and this perfectionist thing, and who gives a crap? Man, drop the act, son. Just stop faking. Stop pretending. We don't need any more pretenders. All right? We need people that are real, that are just authentic, that will speak their hearts and their minds. I mean, if we look at the people that we respect most, it's those people that are just being true to themselves. Maybe we don't even like them because they're so opinionated, but we respect them because they do speak their mind and they do speak their heart and they don't care what other people think. So that's my message for today. That's all I really got to say. I hope that encourages somebody. God bless you. And I just pray that you would have some shifts, some breakthrough today in this area of authenticity, that you wouldn't shrink back. You would not put your light under a box because of it makes someone uncomfortable. That you would be okay with uncomfortability. That you would be okay when it's a little awkward in the room because you're speaking your heart, you're speaking your mind. That you would learn to be okay with that uncomfortable space, that uncomfortable silence. And that's about it. Much love, guys. God bless you. Live well, live abundantly, and I will see you next time. Peace out.